Thanks, Joan. I'm Michael.
I'd give you a hug, but
Hey there, I'm Mikey. I'm trying to ride my bicycle from the bottom to the top of Canada. I set off from the US border on May 21st. 6 weeks later, I've pedaled up the entire province of BC. I'm on this journey for myself, but also to raise awareness and funds for mental health. I'm not in a time crunch, but if I want to swim in the Arctic Ocean before it freezes, I should get a move on. So, let's cut to first person, in the quaint roadside town of Watson Lake.
This is the best thing ever. I really don't know how to document this place. It's called the Signpost Forest. There's more than 10,000 signs. The story goes that one person just put up one sign once, and then someone put up another sign, and then another sign, and then another sign. And that's how it happened.
So this is my electric bike. It's a Magnum Peak. It was originally started life as a mountain bike. So the first thing I did was hack into the charging circuit. And so I can do inline charging with it. So in other words, I can charge it at the same time as I'm discharging. The panel charges at 12 to 20 volts, and then that goes through a boost controller. So the little boost controller.
This is so cool.
Turn the panel on and off, and then it's 48 volts out to the front.
And so where are you guys riding to?
We're doing Whitehorse to Edmonton and Whitehorse to Liard Hot Springs.
Yep. Whitehorse to Edmonton, Whitehorse to Liard.
Yep.
Amazing. Best of luck.
We'll see you in Whitehorse.
Yeah, sounds good.
With a full day's rest, and with yesterday's Chinese food still rumbling in my belly, I'm back on the road.
I got trouble on my mind.
Whitehorse, the capital of the Yukon, is just 425 kilometers away. I'm gonna try my best to get there in 4 days, in time to meet up with my friends Mikey and Izza from back home in Revelstoke. The only problem? I'm traveling west by northwest, right into the sun, but also directly into the prevailing wind.
I've been going for 7 hours and I think I've done like 70 kilometers. Oh, this headwind sucks. What do you guys call yourselves again?
We're the Coffin Dodgers.
The Coffin Dodgers? I got it. I do now, yes.
We're the non-profit Church of Reality.
And this is a lovely hamburger.
Oh, that's homemade. That's as good as it ever is. That's as good as it gets.
That's homemade by Trevor's wife.
Is it hot? Really hot? Like perfectly?
Perfectly hot.
Oh, we succeeded.
It is 1 in the morning, and I'm drinking beer and hanging out with some lovely guys, and everything is great. Frickin' headwinds again, man. Ah, just the whole way, headwind. I have to tell you, I am tired, but I'm 2 days from Whitehorse. So I'm gonna get a good night's sleep and go at it again tomorrow.
Pourquoi moi? Pourquoi pas? Tentation, guette mes pas, circonstances nous séduisent.
Michael, you are an absolute hero, mate. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. I didn't notice this on their note, but that exclamation point has an arrow and it's pointing to... Ah! Instead of continuing straight to Whitehorse, Mikey, Izza, and I decided to meet in the small town of Carcross. The detour would add some 50 kilometers to my route, but I didn't mind. It gave me the chance to see the amusingly titled Southern Lakes District of the Yukon. And yes, every time I take one of these shots, I have to circle back and get my camera.
Hey, buddy.
Took you long enough to get here. For ages.
And he set up a tent for me.
There he goes.
I have to say, it's been so long since I've been in a city, and I'm so close to Whitehorse. It's unbelievable. Oh my God. Woohoo! Oh, there's been a lot of these moments, I have to say. Mikey, Izza, and I decided to drive west to Kluane National Park. And after 6 weeks on the bike, some time off was much appreciated.
So we're kind of going up. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, there's something on my finger.
Forget.
That might be Mount Logan back there. It is an unconfirmed Mount Logan. That is also a really big mountain. Fuck yeah, Waffles. Hey, Woffs. Yeah!
Who's driving the bus?
Who's driving the bus?
He's driving the bus.
Okay. Ciao, amigos.
Love you, Mikey.
Love you too.
Ride safe.
Oh my god.
The O'Briens brought me in as one of their own. We ate dinner together, we watched movies, and we laughed a lot. On Saturday, Miles and I pedaled out to the Yukon Wildlife Preserve and got to see some cool animals from a safe distance away. In Whitehorse, I did the city things. I mailed some food farther north. I bought a replacement drone. I edited a lot of footage.
Miles let me use his extra wide monitor and his mouse. Like, I mean, that couldn't be better.
And I went to the local karaoke spot. I also stopped by to the CMHA branch of the Yukon and had a radio interview with the CBC. Friday the 23rd was my 23rd birthday, and Miles took the day off work so that we could go for a hike and a paddle.
Oh, look, there's a stingray right there.
Yeah, come on.
And action. Paddle, paddle, paddle. Hup, 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 hup. Paddle like you mean it. And we're rolling.
Oh my god. This is so lovely, really. Oh my gosh. It's nice to know that you guys are like used to having a camera shot in your face.
Yeah, thanks, Miles.
That was all conditioning for this moment.
Go to Miles' channel, will be linked in the description.
Okay, are we gonna do the traditional O'Brien way?
Yes.
Obviously. Okay, so this is not gonna be pretty. Happy birthday, dear Mikey!
Mikey!
Happy birthday to you!
Thank you! So long, home. You were very good to me. Very, very good to me. But now, I must depart. Take care.
You too?
Oh, God.
Must have been crazy. Must have been blind.
I followed the old Klondike Highway up to the booming bus town of Dawson City.
Down on my luck.
And yes,
That's alright.
I'll stop talking like this.
Lost love. Living in a hard time. Only time will tell. I'm sure I can beat this. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Tough people do.
This has got to be one of the better places I've managed to get my camera. I'm a little confused because I thought there was a town here in Stewart Crossing, but there's just a bridge. I have to say, it didn't even seem real, the Dempster, until I just saw the sign. And now I'm just tingling a little bit.
Jésus-Christ, c'est difficile ça. So I made a bit of an oopsie and my Jetboil ran out of fuel. So I'm going to be eating dehydrated food. It actually doesn't taste that bad, but could be better. I'm actually a bit worried about eating this now, reading that there's chicken stuff in there. So I'm gonna go see if I can find someone with boiled water. Woo! Thank you for the water.
You're very welcome. Can we give you something else? Something healthy?
Cookies?
Besides cookies. Apples, oranges, a banana.
An apple would be amazing. But I'll devour my 2 dehydrated meals first. So yesterday I ran out of fuel for my Jetboil, but there's a nice family here who's happy to drive me into Dawson City so that I can resupply, and I think I'm going to take them up on the offer. So it's just a bit tricky because that means that I'm going to have to hitch a ride back to this spot here at Moose Creek Campground before starting up the Dempster. But I think it makes the most sense because I have no food that I can eat. And I kind of want to go to Dawson City. Sorry, future Mikey.
Debut of Wiener Theme.
Wiener Theme! Yo, John from Dawson.
If you pronounce the name wrong, go something like this, something like this. Nickname Wieners, all these gymmers ask me why, but I think you could guess, yeah, I think you could guess. Made my reputation on the street. Ask these people and they'll tell you about my meat. Best thing that you ever put in your mouth. A hot dog caught at the bars like a luau.
Oh!
Sunny and the pitch just closing down. My time to shine, pull a card around. Pull my line, then I start my round.
I was so close to the Dempster Highway, but I still had to get back to Moose Creek Campground. I didn't come this far to cut my ride short.
To Dempster. Somebody drive me to the Dempster, please.
I hitched a ride with Eric to the start of the Dempster, and then with Jeff to Moose Creek. I staged a little goodbye with Jeff, who took to direction quite well.
So what do you want me to say?
See you, take care, but I wasn't recording yet.
Oh. Okay, see you, take care.
And just like that, I was back on my own. Or was I?
Give her.
That's Tyler. He was riding a loop from Whitehorse to Dawson and back through Alaska. When I got to Moose Creek, Ty was airing out his gear. He was gonna take a day off the bike, but with a little nudging, he was back in the saddle.
Honestly, I was getting a little restless, but I kept checking my watch and I was like, why isn't it like 8 o'clock and I can sleep again?
Yeah. So it's 3 and we're gonna hit the road.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully get pretty close to the start of the Dempster. Hell yeah!
I've been cycling down there.
You have?
Yeah.
And?
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Great.
If it rains, it's shitty, but...
It was pretty crazy to go 2 months without seeing almost any cyclists and then meet 2 in a day. Oh, and I somehow convinced Tyler to scrap his plans and come up the Dempster with me.
The bikes have only known each other a day and they're already touching tires.
Yeah.
Bikes these days, hey?
Wow. Oh, that's a cool sign. We should stop at this sign.
Oh, the Arctic Ocean, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Woo.
Anyway, there you go.
Thanks, G. This is amazing.
After the boom lift, we took photos of all the requisite signs. But with our late start, we were playing with fire. No, really. There was a wildfire 5 kilometers west of us.
Oh, you can smell it. Smells like the world is burning. Looks like it too.
Hopefully, we can get to Tombstone. And then this will blow over overnight or something.
Yeah.
Because if this got worse, it's gonna be fucking disgusting.
It's gonna be disgusting. This is the highest point on the Dempster, so it's all downhill from here to the ocean.
Do we need to fill up our bottles? Let's go! Heck yeah, high five. Woo!
Man, this thing's saying there's gonna be a high of 8 degrees today.
Oh, what's the rain chance?
30% the whole day. No breaks.
Yeah.
Just for water, just for food.
Yeah, and then even dinner tonight probably. Just
Even dinner's probably just a snack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
we're
not getting off the bike.
in it.
Allez, allez, allez!
It was on days like this, I was super happy to have Tyler. We were saying to one another that if one of us got it flat, like, we would have to pull over, stop biking for the day, and set up an emergency tarp because, like, it was really cold.
I'm wearing all of the clothing that I have. It's been raining for the last 5 hours, man. What time is it?
I don't even want to check.
Yeah. My brake pads are gonna be fucked by the time my trip is done.
You warm?
Warm enough.
So the conundrum is that old mate over here sleeps in a hammock. And as you can see, all of these trees are very little because we're in the Arctic almost.
What's wrong with us?
That was a disgusting day. Oh my god. Alright, man.
All good?
See you in the morning.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It's so cold. It's so cold. Let's go!
Hell yeah.
Let's go! Thank you. Food! Unreal, dude.
MGM Resorts NBA Summer League rolls on from Vegas. We got 4 more games. Pelicans Bulls at 3 Eastern.
I find it so interesting that they're playing NBA Summer League all the way up here.
Oh yeah, could she catch it? Kill it.
Wow.
Maybe if it's like 8 p.m., just kind of like slowly drive back this way just to make sure
We're alive.
Yeah.
We're out there for 5 hours and don't see you guys. We're gonna send out the dogs. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So, I do see the benefit of fenders. Also, my brakes are just dead.
I really think we maybe shouldn't have biked today. I have no back brake anymore.
If I miss the circle, I'm not. It'd be great, but it's like I had no goal to get there in the first place.
Yeah.
And I mean, having shot brake pads is a fucking valid reason to stop biking.
Maybe this guy doesn't pick up. We can throw our bikes in the back. thank you so much. Hey, since this is as far as you're going, I'm gonna give you a fucking humongous high five.
Done.
That's awesome.
It's clean. So much room for everything.
Tyler would have loved to keep riding, but he didn't have the necessary exemption papers for non-residents entering the Northwest Territories. Those papers took me 4 weeks to get, and were really only granted because of my fundraising efforts. With Tyler's impromptu journey up the Dempster, he was out of luck. But I can assure you, he'll be back. As for me, I was all alone again. And with the Arctic Ocean less than 500 kilometers away, I was keen for a swim.
Come on! If I ever get out of here, thought of giving it all away to a registered charity. All I need is a pint today. If I ever get out of here, holy shit.
Right now I'm just hanging from a wire. Every direction's taken. Autumns with our t-shirts on the driveway. Both our knees were skinning. All along the roads were piles of fallen leaves, decomposing. I can remember both our lives before we fell in love again.
500 meters of climbing incoming up to the Northwest Territories border, over the Richardson Mountains, the most northern appendage of the Rocky Mountains, and the last set of mountains on the way to the Arctic Ocean.
I can remember both our lives before we fell in love again. Remember the time we climbed up on to the top of our class.
Just up here is the Northwest Territories COVID checkpoint. I'm still a little bit nervous, even though I have all my paperwork. Attack. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Years ago, the party will be started to run from
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So you entered the NWT when?
Yesterday evening. No COVID for me! Whee! So I was just sitting here eating chicken fingers, and I was invited by this couple to go join them at their fish camp. It sounds pretty amazing.
It could come in bigger sizes than this one here. So this is what they harvest from the net, and then come this way. We take this, and it turns it after we cut it. We make what we call dry fish.
Okay.
This is a 24-hour process. You have to keep your fire going. You have to look after your dry fish like you are a baby. But after 2 or 3 days, depending on the weather, depending on your fish house, you'll have dry fish within a couple of days. Then we dry them on the stick here, and then we put it out on this screen fence. They're called fish sticks.
How do I cut the fins off?
And when Gretchen offer you something and give you something, you're obligated to take it. So here's a little gift for your for yourself here. And your
Thank you so much.
snack on the weekend.
2, 3, 4, go!
Ah! Good race.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, Ruth, I'm so honored that you listened and that you would. I'm just floored. I don't even know what to say. Yeah. Ruth heard my interview on CBC with Leonard Linklater, who's also Gwich'in.
Yes.
And Ruth used to work for the CBC.
We usually listen to the noon show, and then we watch North Beat, the news, whatever comes out, we listen and that. So to hear that interview, you're doing something good to help people, and it makes us very, very happy. And we always want to say thank you, and I never knew I was going to do it in person. So I'm happy. Very happy.
I am too.
Happy is not the word.
Hi?
Show means I'm very happy. Hi is our way of saying thank you. That was a traditional way of saying thank you. And after we had visitors from somewhere else, we say merci trop, and that's like merci in French. Yeah. Okay. My husband, he took off. He could say thank you too.
Whee! So hanging outside of these northern stores is the place to be, because I just met a local bead artist named Margaret who's gonna show me some of her art at her home. Hello.
That here is Black Dog.
Hello.
And this is what I'm working on right now. 3 main constellations that I see, and all the rest are just stars and other nebula and black holes. So here's the Big Dipper. And there's North Pole. And here's Cassiopeia. I shouldn't have told you, I should have let you figure it out. But I thought it would make a good game, like when it's done in the museum, set up in the museum, they can ask, can you spot the Big Dipper?
It is beautiful. It just goes on forever. I think I want the hills back. This is just a grind.
These are so good, and I have had so many of them.
Not gonna lie, Getting that all set up in the rain was kind of a bit chaotic and not super fun. And kind of made me excited to be done the trip. Sometimes when you ask for water, people in trucks give you sparkling grapefruit water. Oh, bless this campsite. You really do learn to love the little things. Like good outhouse. Mwah. And of course, we close the lid respectfully. Look at this.
I know. How does this keep happening to me? Well, maybe it's got less to do with me and more to do with the people up here in the Mackenzie Delta.
Oh, I got a good video of him. He's coming up there.
No ingredients, man. It's just brisket. Caribou brisket. The water is up to here.
How long does that sit there for?
This?
Yeah.
It's here since 10. It's after 11 now. I want it soft, soft, soft.
Right.
Yeah.
So how much longer will you keep it on for?
Maybe I'll just turn it off now. And just let it sit in its own juices. That broth, I like that broth.
Yeah.
It's rich, that brisket. It's rich. You don't have to have too much. And difference between caribou. Caribou, you eat it, and it gives you energy all day. But moose, you eat it, you get hungry faster. And then you get moose like here, like within the spruce. It's different from the moose, say like towards Sunny Lake, say like 2 hours skidoo drive that way. And the ocean moose, it's way different from this moose. This here is how they say gamey, and the moose in the ocean is soft. It's crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Frankie's a wildland firefighter, and check out this hat that he gave me. What? They were some of the best people I've met on my whole trip. We stayed up all night last night talking, and then again this morning. Important conversations about mental health, addiction, reconciliation, life in the north, the friendliness of the Gwich'in people. I'm so thankful for their hospitality and for their conversation. It really is why I'm doing this, I've found. And now it's back on the Dempster. But thankfully, it's a little bit drier this time. Let's go!
Okay. What a star, eh? What a star.
So there's just a weather window for 2 days. So I'll have to visit Inuvik when I come back. Right now, I just need to pick up a little bit more food for the way to Tuk.
Libraries are the best. We got things plugged in over there. Things plugged in over there.
I bet your library doesn't have one of these. And just like that, there are no trees. Too far north. Too far north for trees. It's just like blue skies. Not even like, where's the rain coming from, man? Hello.
You heard about Grandma?
I have heard about Grandma. Catch it. Oh, wait. Come. Woo! See you soon. You probably get the gist of it by now, but I still feel like mentioning that it's 12:30 a.m. right now. It's ocean time, baby! Yeah! Woo! Pat there just kidded me out. Said some of the truckers are having a hard time seeing me. He doesn't want me to die on the last 50 kilometers. Thanks, Pat.
So this is Wayne.
Thank you, Wayne.
Hey. Oh, that's heavy.
Yeah. There you go. Now go all the way back to Soyuz.
I don't know how you do it.
Oh, it's swinging for the fences.
I spent 2 magical nights at Land's End. I was hosted by the Steen family, the one I met on the side of the road on my way into town.
Well, folks, this here is the muktuk. It's actually the skin of the whale. It has another layer of skin, like our own skin, like human skin that we peel off when we cook it. Now this has been cooked. And you could have muktuk in so many different ways. You could have it raw, or we could have it raw. You guys can, I don't think. Yeah, it's good stuff.
It is really good stuff.
I'm telling you, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, it was time to go. But I just couldn't leave without seeing the sign one last time. Grandma Steen, angel that she is, drove me from Tuk to Inuvik, where I would begin a new journey, hitching rides back to the Yukon. All told, it took 3 days to get back to Eagle Plains, just in time to greet some very special guests from down south.
Hello! Hi! Hello! Hi!
Yeah, my parents flew into Dawson City, rented a car, and drove up the Dempster. We spent 4 days together on a little Arctic adventure, and it was the perfect way to wrap up the trip. I didn't take much video while they were there, mainly photos. Except, I do have a good shot of this.
Okay, Thomas, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, you got a choice of Yukon Jack or Tosay Cuervo.
Yukon Jack, obviously.
Of course. Be warned.
Yeah.
Toe must not let that mouth. Or be bitten, chewed, God forbid swallowed. It's a $2,500 fine.
Excellent.
And so, in light of the above, you can drink it fast. You can drink it slow. But your lips must touch this gnarly toe. To the back, we'll go uphill. Way back. You got it.
Nice. Smooch, Jacks?
The next morning, we all flew home. My itinerary? Dawson City, to Whitehorse, to Vancouver, to Kelowna. 3,000 kilometers in just about 6 hours. Cycling might not be the most efficient form of transportation, but it sure is beautiful.
Getting old. Hi there. New back job. Lots changed in the last year. Moved back to Kelowna, finished university, got a full-time job. I spent a whopping 2 days in my tent this summer, about 50 less than the last one. But it's okay. I found an adventure and working towards the next big thing. My mental health's been all right. Some ups and downs for sure, and there's definitely more that I can be doing. I found it a little difficult to set goals now that I'm not on the bike. Just like without kilometer markers to aim for, it's a little easy to get lost. But I just miss the simplicity of it a little bit. I don't know, I find there's so many possibilities in day-to-day life that you kind of can get caught up with it all and end up doing nothing. Now that this is done, I plan on setting myself 3 kilometer markers for the next couple months. I want to find a therapist I can open up to. I want to get some habits to take control of my ADHD, and I want to spend more time outside. Yeah, I think doing all those things will just be good. Hey man, good, how are you? I'm definitely not done adventuring. I know that for sure. Adventure is just freaking so good for the soul and the body and everything. I think the next big adventure is gonna be one-way ticket to anywhere, really. It's kind of been a dream of mine since I was 16 and read Jack Kerouac to do some kind of open-ended world travel. I'm not there quite yet, but I think by next summer I should be just about ready to go. Lastly, thank you for watching, for sharing, for talking about this, for reaching out, for raising $35,000 for mental health. It's crazy. It blows me away. It's going to make a really big difference, I think. And in this last little bit, I want to share with you what that money is going to do. So here are some snippets from some conversations that I had with the 3 branches of the CMHA. Thank you once again. Thank you.
All right.
So the money that you raised through traveling through the Northern Health region, we're going to put back into the Northern Health region and allow our educators to travel to rural and remote communities where they'll be doing workshops on mental health first aid and suicide intervention. They're really helpful just to get out and teach those classes in person because they can be really intense too. And so, yeah, we thought it was sort of fitting that, you spent all this time traveling around Northern BC and getting to all these communities, and lots of our educators will be able to reach lots of those communities as well now.
At the CMHA Yukon branch, the funds raised will provide support for our programs and services like mindfulness, meditation, living life to the full, overcoming anxiety, our youth outdoor wellness camp. We started offering these programs free at the beginning of the pandemic, and donations like this help us continue to be able to do so as we roll out of the pandemic.
The money raised by Mikey will be used as a startup fund to honor people with lived and living experience and their ability to share their knowledge and wisdom with the community. So it means that their friends and their colleagues and their loved ones can come and learn from and with them. People with lived and living experience often come to CMHA Shuswap Revelstoke and volunteer their time. When we are asking them to come alongside a subject matter expert and share their knowledge and wisdom and their lived experience, we believe in equity or attempting equity. We want to honor their expertise. It also shows that not just experts in the medical profession or in community mental health have all the knowledge. People that live through it, struggle through it, can also share and help people learn.